What's going on, people? Welcome to the United Stand. Road trip, man. Match day. We're into the April month now, so the games are coming fast, man. Obviously disappointing performance against Watford, but listen, at this stage of the season, it's all about the 3 points, man. I'm not going to bore you with all of the other details in terms of the Herrera thing and all of that. You guys have seen the Flex and Rant show. Make sure you guys go and check that out. Tonight, right now, it's all about Wolves, man. And look, this game is so important. Obviously, we have to win. For me, I think we have to win. A draw's not good enough at this stage, and a loss obviously isn't. I know you could argue that it's so tight in there, and if you draw, it's not the end of the world. You can leapfrog this team and that team. I get it, but for momentum, for me, I'm not happy with anything but a win here, and it's going to be tough. Looking at it though, you know, you look at Wolves. I think they've only won one in their last 6 games in the Premier League. They're not actually in form. They really are focusing on the FA Cup. You can see how well they played against us. Obviously knocked us out. And I'm just thinking that I hope that they have almost 2 eyes on that semi-final now. They rested a few players against Burnley as well and lost, which I thought was weird. I thought they might have played their strongest. I thought they would have maybe rested players tonight, because obviously they've only got a few days until they play in the semi-final of the FA Cup. So I'm really hoping that that's what they're going to do, because look, it's a difficult game as it is, and it will be a difficult game, but I hope that they've, like I said, their attentions are more turned towards the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And really it should be, because I mean, let's make no mistake, Wolves have had a fantastic season. They were safe in the Premier League ages ago, months ago. They've had a fantastic season, and they've got the chance to have some real big history for them. So they will put all their eggs in that basket. They've got nothing to play for in the Premier League, really. But what worries me is that it is Man United, and they're going to want to obviously get some confidence going into that game. So look, I'm hoping that they make some changes, but whether they do or they don't, we're Manchester United. We're the team that's expected to win. We're the team with the better players. Let's not forget that. I know, you know, it'll be great if they do rest some players, because obviously it can make it easier. Obviously, if they play without the likes of Neves and Jota and Jimenez, obviously they're going to be a weakened side. But that's not to say we're just going to win easily. And whatever team, like I said, even in the first game against Wolves in the FA Cup, if we turn up and play to our capability, we win the game. We win the game, and that is it. I like what Ollie's saying in his last press conference. He done one with MUTV, saying, let's look forward to this period. Let's embrace it. Let's take risks. Let's take risks and enjoy it. You know, like he said, we were not supposed to be in this position, 11 points off when he came, but now we are. Now we're in this position. We've got to go for it. You know. And Ollie will feel, I think he'll feel slightly more relaxed in terms of he's got the job now, so he hasn't got that dangling over him, and the players don't have that dangling over them in terms of, if you don't get top 4, it means Ollie's not going to get the job, etc, etc. All of that's done now. He's going to be the manager regardless, and you know, even if we don't get top 4, it's not going to be great. Obviously not. A club like us never wants to be in the Europa League, but you know, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be the end of the world, but obviously we really want the top 4. So look, we've got to keep pushing. And today's one of them games where you just need to get your 3 points and get out. Like, it doesn't matter about the performance. You know, for our own reasons, we want to see us play well, obviously, and win. But if you can't do both, then you do what you done against Watford, and that's play badly and win. Would you take that today? Absolutely. If someone offered you a 1-0 lucky penalty and you win, you'd take it. If someone offered you, you know, you're leading, you're drawing 1-1 and then you get a last minute winner, would you take it? Obviously you're going to take it in any way. So we just need to win the game. There's talks of you know, maybe Rashford having a little bit of burnout, but if he's fit enough, which obviously everyone is, I'd like to see him start again, because I just want to see him get that form, man. I want to see him get that form. However, I actually would bring Lukaku in for this game. I actually would. I think a game like this, I think he can have something to say about it against the lesser teams. He can, he has got attributes that we can use. He is strong. He is quick. And if we get him in the box and get him chances, he can take chances. He is a goal scorer to a certain extent. So I would actually bring Lukaku in. I would go with Lukaku, Rashford, and Martial for me. And I know I said I wasn't going to talk too much about the Herrera thing. I'm not going to talk about him, whether he's leaving or staying and all that, because I know what the rumours have been. My thoughts are on that on the Flex of Rant show, along with Rants. But in terms of today's game, he hasn't been playing that great. None of our midfield has. Matic has been terrible. I would actually drop Matic. I'd put Herrera as the deepest line, and I'd bring in Fred or Pereira, either or. Maybe I might shade more towards Pereira. But I really would. I would go dynamic. I would go with the legs, and I don't know. I want to see a bit more creativity in there. And for me, Pogba, he's been playing so deep the last sort of 5-6 games. And even Ollie's come out and said, you know, we've asked him to play a bit deeper, and you know, we need to start getting him further forward. Because look, in the first half of Ollie's reign, like Pogba was like right up there, like linking up with Martial inside left channel. He was sometimes on the last man, like he was sometimes at 10. He was just in that final third at the top end of it. That's where he was, and I want to see him do that. I want to see him back on the ball. I want to see him driving past players. I want to see him little through balls in behind. I want to see him 1-2s bouncing it off Martial or bouncing it off Lukaku. everything bounces off him. But do you know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I want to see Pogba further forward, man. I think we're really going to need him to step back up again, or him to be, you know, the essential part of the attack for this part of the season, man. We need our most influential players on the ball, you know. So it's good that everyone's fit. You know, Ollie said, you know, that they're all back. I don't know if he said Lindelof was back. I can't remember, because obviously I know he's had his child. Be interesting to see if he's back. But you know, Smalling's been playing very well. Luke Shaw, look, he had a bad game against them last time. Well, he had a mixed game. Obviously, he made that awful mistake at the end, which just sealed it, and then he went and got an assist, but it was too late. But you know, if he could have a solid game with no mistakes, you know, getting up and down that left, trying to get some assists. Ashley Young, to be fair, Dalot played right back in the last game against Wolves, and he wasn't great, you know, along with the whole of the team. So I reckon it probably will be Ashley Young, but he needs to have a good performance, which he hasn't had in the last couple of games he's played. So yeah, look, do I think we'll win? Yes. I just got this feeling that Wolves will have more attention on the semi-final, and rightly so. That's not mistaking it for an easy game, because it won't be an easy game. I think it'll be tough. But what I like about what Ollie's been saying is we need to be quick in that game. We need to pass with a fast tempo. We need to inject tempo into our game. We need to play with purpose, but we need to enjoy it. We need to take risks. And he's right, man. He's right. So what I can't see is the players just turning up how they turned up last time, which was slow, lethargic, out of ideas. I think they've got to start quick. I think they'll be instructed to start quick, and put Wolves under pressure from early, because Wolves are entitled to adopt the exact same tactics they had against us in the last game, which was sit back, you know, create 2-on-1s when our influential players get the ball. Martial got crowded out. Jesse got crowded out. They've done a number on Pogba. You know, they're entitled to do that again. And if Wolves do that again, which there's a very high chance they will, because the onus is on us. They've got nothing to play for. If they do that, we're going to have to raise our game. We have to stand up and be counted. We have to play well. We have to play well. I don't necessarily think this game, all right, we got away with it against Watford, but I don't know, Wolves away doesn't seem to me like a game where you can get away with a 5 out of 10 performance. You know, if we have too many 5 out of 10s in the team, I can't see us winning the game. So for me, we've got to turn up. We've got to turn up quick, out the blocks, and try and put Wolves to the sword, man. Get an early goal. Early goal is always good. Yeah, so that's the kind of team selection, the kind of team news that I'm going with. I've already said about the back four. The midfield I've already spoke about, and I said the front three. So let me know what you guys think, who you would go with. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I thought I was going the wrong way there. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully we get this win, because you saw with Tottenham, they slipped up. You know, we win today, we're right in there. And you know, we want to get to a point where we're in control of our own destiny. And I know Spurs have obviously got to go to City, so that's going to be a big game for them. I think they'll probably lose that. Obviously, the games are coming thick and fast, so look, we just need to get points on the board. Ollie thinks 18 to 20 points, and we finish third. Let's let's keep trying to chalk these off. Let's put another 6, well, another 3 onto it, which would make it 6 off the target that he wanted to get. So, guys, I will see you guys after the fan cams. Let me know what your predictions are. Let me know what your team lineups are. And I'm sure a lot of you will be putting comments about the Herrera thing as well. But make sure you guys check out the Flex and Rant show as well. Get at me on the socials, Flex UTD, on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Make sure you're following United Stand as well on Instagram. I know obviously you guys are subscribed, but follow United Stand across all the socials as well, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Peace.